I say, guys, I think I've just found somewhere rather nice for lunch.
Fly larvae are a hazard to health and are disturbing to all aspects of farm life. They develop into adult flies which, in turn, cause stress to animals, transmit disease, contaminate feed, and pester farm workers. However, if larvae don't become flies, then they don't become a problem. Neporex's active ingredient, cyromazine, is a unique triazine-based insect growth regulator, or IGR, that acts to disrupt all stages of insect larval development. How? Well, you see, insects are very reliant on a material called chitin, the main building block for their larval exoskeletons. Here it is. It makes them rigid with a very limited capacity to keep pace with body growth. Therefore, to allow growth and development, insects are periodically forced to replace their old cuticle with a new, looser one by molting. That's where Neporex comes in. Neporex interferes with the synthesis and degradation of chitin and in turn disrupts molting at every stage of larval development.
Guys, I fear I may have bad news.
If you look at the fly life cycle, you can see that fly larvae need to molt between instar stages L1, L2, and L3, as well as between L3 instar and pupation. Here, here, and here. These three molting stages require the larvae to create a new chitinous exoskeleton and shed the old one each and every time. This is what enables larvae to grow, and it is precisely these critical development stages that Neporex targets and breaks down. This stops fly and mosquito larvae and their future generations dead in their tracks. Yes, 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 Neporex kills larvae before they become flies. Kaput, you see? And that's not all. There's more good news. Neporex's active ingredient, cyromazine, belongs to a completely different chemical group from all other larvicide products. So there's no risk of class-related cross-resistance. And please remember that while larvae represent around 80% of the fly population, Neporex has no direct effect on adult flies. So, for maximum control, it's always best to use Neporex in conjunction with an effective adulticide. Once applied, you can expect effective larval control to commence within 6 to 24 hours. Our research over a number of years indicates a 100% mortality rate with Neporex, with, to date, very little probability of resistance. Please note also, the natural insect predators of fly larvae and pupae are not affected by Neporex, so a certain level of biological control is also possible.
My fellow larvae, I fear the outlook is bleak.
I'd better cancel the flying lessons then.
Neporex is ideal for applying in and around poultry, swine, dairy, feedlot, and equine housing. It can be scattered as granules or dissolved in water for sprinkling, pouring, or spraying. Neporex comes in two easy-to-use formulations. Neporex 2SG, a water-soluble granule, or Neporex 50SP, a more concentrated soluble powder that can be readily dissolved in water for spraying or watering. It's best to apply Neporex to known fly breeding sites, for instance under feeding troughs, around pillars and posts, in the damp areas beneath water troughs, on slatted floors, and in deep litter areas.
Well, gang, I'm afraid as far as larval progression goes, I rather think we've come to a dead end.
Hang about. Now, suppose this farmer hasn't applied Neporex yet.
Good Lord! I hadn't thought of that! It might not be too late after all! Hooray!
treat the farm with Neporex as early as possible. And as I have already suggested, always use it in conjunction with an adulticide, such as Agita. That way, there is no escape.
Neporex. Because if larvae don't become flies, they don't become a problem. Neporex. No future for flies.